Italy goes to the polls Sunday after the collapse of the ruling coalition in July.
As VOA's Henry Ridgwell reports, a right-wing party with past links to fascism looks set to win the most votes, raising concerns in the European Union.
Giorgia Meloni's Brothers of Italy party is leading the polls, and the 45-year-old is on course to become Italy's first female prime minister.
My greatest desire is to lift our nation up again from decline.
The Brothers of Italy party traces its roots back to neo-fascism. Meloni is a former activist who praised wartime dictator Benito Mussolini. She says she has changed.
When the election campaign opens, the fascist alarm goes off. As you can understand, it's quite ridiculous to retrieve videos of what I thought when I was 15, 16, or 17.
Meloni's party is polling at around 25%, a six-fold increase on the last election.
In part, it's about her policy platform, her socially conservative views, her economic views, which are also quite social in a way in terms of, for example, raising people's pensions or benefits. But it's also in large part due to her own personal appeal. And I would single out here, for example, her way of talking, which is very down to earth.
She's also a new face in Italian politics. That's not true of her likely coalition partners. Among them, the populist former Interior Minister Matteo Salvini. He is currently being tried on kidnapping charges, accused of preventing more than 100 migrants who had been rescued by a charity vessel from landing in Italy in 2019, a charge that he denies. Political veteran Silvio Berlusconi, who soon turns 86, will also likely be part of the right-wing coalition.
Ciao ragazzi!
He's opened a TikTok channel to court younger voters. Scazzieri says the European Union fears Italy could become a thorn in its side, but those concerns may be unfounded.
They make very clear that this is a government that will stick to Italy's obligations in the EU, in the Euro and in NATO.
In the past, the Italian far right has had close links to Moscow, but Meloni has repeatedly stated her support for Ukraine.
By condemning without ifs and buts Russia's brutal aggression against Ukraine.
For many Italians, the economy, jobs and the rising cost of living are the biggest concerns.
I have a very small pension. I pay the rent, the electricity bill, then I've got nothing left over for food. That's the situation.
The government that emerges from Sunday's vote will be Italy's 70th since 1945. Many observers say that the coalition led by Meloni appears unstable, and Italy could soon face another election. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News, London.